What's up, guys? Welcome to your 138th Android tutorial for the new Boston. And what we're going to do in this tutorial, we're going to kind of overview or talk about what we've done so far, and also we're going to set up switching the map view to be either satellite or street view, which is going to be pretty quick and simple. So what we need to do, or first let's just talk through what we've done within our alert button called Get Address. When we hit the click button of our Get Address alert, we create a geocoder. Again, a geocoder is just going to allow us to get some information about a specific longitude and latitude. If there's data that's relating to that current geopoint, we basically can reference that. And for example, if it has the address information, it's going to return us the address information when we actually use the geocoder. But just to set it up, we set a new geocoder. We relate it to the main context or our main class, which is our base context. And then we created a new locale, and just the get default. Every time we click this button, it's gonna, get the default locale. That's just gonna kind of process information that's on the screen, whether you're zoomed in, and kind of relate to the coordinates based off the pixels and all that stuff. Then what we're going to do is we're going to try and set up a list item that looks for addresses in our geocoder, because again, our geocoder is going to be able to get some information like the address and convert it. So what we set this list up to, which we call address, is our geocoder, and then we get some information from the location of basically our geopoint. And again, we just divide by 1E6 because it's returning our latitude and longitude in the version E6. So we just divide that out to get rid of it. We just want one item within our list, and then as long as our list has been filled with something, if it's not set to 0, we're going to set up a string called display and create a loop. And this is going to loop through twice. The first time it's just going to give us the specific address, like 123 Sesame Street, and then the second time it loops through, it's going to give us like the city and the state or whatever. So that's what that's going to do. And then all we do is we create a toast that's going to display our display or show our display string, and we're going to set it to be long, again referring to the context of our main class or base context. And that's all we did in the last tutorial. Even though we kind of went through that stuff quickly, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's kind of complicated. Like, you're going to be like, how am I ever going to remember all these methods? But the thing is, once you guys get into programming, if you're new anyways, you're going to realize that it's kind of like that for every project you work on. Most of the time you're going to realize every single method, every single code, and you just kind of refer back to the internet or to a previous project that you work on. You're like, oh, that's how I did it. So once you guys just get familiar with kind of using some methods, you'll realize how to do it. And again, all this get is returning is basically the location in our list of position 0, because again, we only have one thing within our list, so that's what that's returning there. So that's just a quick overview of what we did. In this tutorial, we're going to set up our third button. We still haven't set up our first one, but we'll get to that. We're going to say toggle view. And what we're going to do is we're going to toggle between the satellite view and the street view. So all we're going to do within this toggle view is set up a quick if statement, and we're going to refer back to our map view, which we called map. We're going to say is satellite or is street view, however you guys want to do it. So we're going to say if it's in satellite mode, what we want is our map dot set satellite to be false, and then we also want map dot set street view to be true. And that's basically saying if our map is in satellite view, we want to shut off our satellite view and we want to pretty much turn on our street view. But let's say if it's in street view, it's going to go through this, and then this is going to return false. So what we want to do is say else, and then we're going to say, because again, if it hits this else statement, most likely it's going to be in street view, so we want to turn the street view off. So we just say set street view to be false, and we set up our satellite to be true. So that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty quick tutorial. Let's check it out, run it, make sure that works. Again, our this button get address won't work for some reason, but as of now it looks like we're in satellite view. Let's zoom in a little bit. So again, we're in satellite view. So now if we just click and hold and we hit toggle view, it's going to shut off our satellite view. It's going to turn on our road view or street view, and it's going to look like that. Again, if we hold down, release, toggle views again, go back into satellite, and it's pretty sweet. A lot of you guys have probably seen Google Maps before, but still pretty tight to see all the satellite images and all that stuff. So there you go, pretty quick tutorial, guys, but hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Have a good one, guys.